There's one significant cost that's incurred when purchasing real estate in Ontario that's often overlooked when home buyers are putting their budgets together. Some people might not be aware of this cost, as can be the case with many first-time buyers. And for some people, it may have been so long since they purchased a home that they've forgotten about it. So what is it? It is the dreaded land transfer tax. And I'm going to talk about it coming right up. Hi, I'm Mike McCarthy, and I'm a realtor here in Hamilton with Remax, Escarpment Realty. And I want to talk to you today about Ontario's land transfer tax. So, who pays land transfer tax on real estate transactions in Ontario? Well, in Ontario, it is the buyer. The seller does not pay this tax. As mentioned in the intro, this is something that is often unknown to new buyers or simply overlooked by buyers as an item to budget for. And that is something you absolutely do not want to do. And why is this? Well, it's because, again, as mentioned in the intro, it's insignificant cost. Now, in Ontario, we have different taxes for different levels of home values, and those levels range anywhere from 0.5% of the purchase price up to 2.5% of the purchase price. For example, the land transfer tax on a $400,000 home in Hamilton would come out to $4,475, while on a $1 million home, it's over $16,000. And that's some serious change if you ask me. So by now, I'm guessing that you get the idea. This is not an expense that's insignificant to buyers. And you need to have this money available at closing. It's not a tax that you pay later or over some period of time. You have to pony it up on closing day. So that's why it's so important to not only just be aware of it, but you absolutely have to budget for it, or else you risk not being able to close on your new home. And that, well, nobody wants that to happen. Now, if you have a certain budget in mind for your new home and want to get an idea of what you're going to have to budget for in terms of land transfer tax at closing, you can either manually use the provincial formula or you can use the simple calculator on my site. There's a link to both of them in the text below, so take your pick on which way you prefer. And if you're watching this on my site, you already saw it up there, and I'm sure you already took advantage of it. Now, before we wrap things up here, there's some good news for some of you, and it's specifically for first-time buyers. Hooray! If you're a first-time buyer, you may be eligible to receive a refund for all, or more likely, a portion of the land transfer tax in your new home. And this is applied at closing as well. And if you're not a first-time buyer, well, sorry, you're going to have to pay it without any refund. But on the bright side, you're in a great new home, so it's not all that bad. So that's the quick story on the land transfer tax. If you have any additional questions, just comment below, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for your time today, as always. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it to be useful. And if you did, I hope you'll consider subscribing to me right here and catching the next video coming up right here. Take care, and I look forward to catching up again real soon.